Hey everyone, we are pleased to have you back here at the Coins Alert, your place to get your cryptocurrency fix. I will be your host. It is my hope that we are going to have a wonderful Monday. I really hope that it is coming to an end and that you are on your way home. I really wish that I was at home, lying on the couch with my feet propped up on a cushion and a pet on my breast, and taking naps and then waking up again. I really hope that is some of the things that you have in store for you in this video and in this episode. What is it that we need to discuss? Shocking revelations that. Groundbreaking waves of news, there are 10 central banks. Without a doubt, you have heard that statement directly from the mouth of Brad Garlinghouse. 100 people, 10 central banks. To what extent is that? Stablecoin is on the way. There is a significant move in the horizon for XRP. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for that one. We are going to have a conversation about MicroStrategy and the activities that they are now engaged in. How much 100% of? The central banks that were examined are currently investigating the central bank digital currency. When did we first begin to discuss this matter? Back in the year 2017. They conducted the investigation, and the results showed that it was somewhere between 10 and 15%. The numbers began to rise with each passing year. Right now, we are quite close to reaching 100%. The conclusion is that each and every central bank in the world is investigating a CBDC. A bridge asset is going to be necessary for them. Second, we will hear from Brian Brooks, and then we will discuss Bitcoin. Why it could retest the 70,000 mark this week. It's not a problem for me. Sit back, take it easy, and get yourself a refreshing beverage. Let's get our feet wet into Bitcoin. The value of $66,188 has experienced a decline of 1.26% over the course of the last 24 hours. In the past 24 hours, it has decreased by 0.9%, coming in at 3,532. At the same time that USDC has fallen below 99 cents, USDT is currently trading at $1. What exactly does that say? Once again making its way back into the market, money has deserted steady coins. Alright folks, the price of XRP is about to reach 50 cents. Although it has decreased over the course of the last 24 hours, if we look at it on an hourly basis, it has really increased by 0.01%. I would adore to witness that. Now folks, if you haven't picked up your tumbler just yet, now is the time to do so. The total market cap of all cryptocurrencies is $2,427 billion. On the other hand, we obtained the glasses for whiskey. We are going to be releasing whiskey sets. But don't they just disregard the photographs that I have? Every single one of them is going to be sent to me by mail. I'm going to be the one to take pictures of them. In spite of the fact that we have the 40 ounce going over Stanley since we have the XRP in grade, we have the 30 ounce. I am going to make sure that it is nice and clean. Even Bitcoin cups are available for purchase in this establishment. A plethora of hues were available to us. This is Solana. With its chain link design, that cup is quite stunning. Keep an eye on all of these XRP caps. To put it simply, you will receive it. We offer free shipping to any location in the world. What exactly are you doing? What are you eagerly anticipating? It is time to act now. And this is exactly what we require. Trump himself, Mr. Trump. The things that he is trying to do to cryptocurrency in the United States need to be stopped, since he has stated that he is in favor of cryptocurrency and Biden's administration of cryptocurrency. I need him to leave. Moreover, it is necessary for the United States of America to transform into a crypto-friendly nation. I agree with it. Those individuals who, from a political perspective, lend their support to cryptocurrency ought to be elected. The United States of America is going to take the initiative in this manner. In contrast to what the SEC is doing, there are some curious occurrences taking on over there. At this very moment, I am informing you that something is cooking, and it is not a healthy thing. As the cryptocurrency continues to lag behind the stock market, the first mover Bitcoin is falling to 67,000. If we take a peek at the market right now, we can see that Bitcoin was waived for around 67,000 nearly early on Friday. This is an interesting fact. It's no secret that we're floating around like 66 and change. Despite the fact that earlier attempts to rally early this week were unsuccessful, it asserts that it is currently stuck in a sideways channel. Furthermore, this is an indication that investors are losing confidence in the US-listed spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund. Thursday was a day that saw a net outflow of $226 million. Considering that they are only interested in discussing the negative aspects, it is quite amusing. You can still see that the narrative is there, which is that they are attempting to keep this thing as low as they possibly can before they send it to the friggin' moon before it boards the rocket ship. I already believe that they are on the rocket ship. I believe they are fastened in place. As a result of the fact that they were nowhere to be found earlier this year when the price of Bitcoin skyrocketed from 30,000 to 70,000, I believe that they are performing the last checks before this thing takes off. Considering that we are currently concentrating on these levels, you did not hear them talking about it in any significant way. They are attempting to spin and twist the news that Bitcoin is moving back down, nearly making it appear as though the top has already been blown off, but this is not the case. We are not even close to our goal. We have not even managed to secure our second victory yet, and it is on the verge of happening. MicroStrategy, on the other hand, is predicting that Bitcoin might reach 1 million within the next 10 years. It is Bernstein at work. He is expressing himself in this manner. To my great regret, I believe that he might be correct. There is a possibility that this cycle will see 250,000 Bitcoin. Michael Saylor is going to appear to be one of the most intelligent individuals in the room when everything is said and done. During the time that Bitcoin was, in the red, a lot of people were laughing at him. By the end of the previous year, they were able to determine how much money he had lost as well. And now look, he just keeps adding to his position. Who remembers this back in the day? I remember when I first got involved in the cryptocurrency market in 2017. At that time, they were conducting all of these studies on central banks, and it seemed like they were trying to gauge how interested they were in central bank digital currencies. As you may recall, when we initially began discussing this topic, it was somewhere about 30%. After that, we just began gradually increasing the number of central banks that were going to become engaged, and we did this year after year. And now they are claiming that practically every central bank is saying that they are looking into CBDCs, and before you know it, every single central bank in the world is going to be conducting a pilot program. There is a question regarding the technology. Are they going to use their own technology for their central bank digital currency, or are they going to use something else? As soon as they do have their very own digital currencies issued by their central bank, you will still have your Nostra Vostra account in situ, right? Think about that for a moment. The United States of America is not going to be interested in holding the digital currency that is issued by the Bank of Japan, and vice versa. The Thai government is not going to be interested in holding any of their central bank. Only their very own CBDCs are going to be held by individuals. This means that you still require a method that is comparable to a digital account for the Nostra Vostra, right? This does not truly address any of the issues. Consequently, you are still in need of a method to liberate these Nostra Vostros. In what way is that going to take place? That being said, you are going to require a real-time gross settlement system, which was something that was discussed in the first video. By the year 2025, Iceland will have upgraded to the ISO 20022 standard and will have transitioned to a real-time gross settlement system. I am currently showing a few slides. Ripple is presently collaborating with 10 central banks from different countries, as we are going to see in the following paragraphs. First and foremost, what we are witnessing is the implementation of CBDCs, which indicates that it is going to bring about the implementation of digital ledger technology. At this point, all that is required of us is a neutral bridge asset, a straightforward asset that is available in the market that will assist in the transfer of the value of one country's CBDC to that of another country's CBDC without requiring them to keep their foreign domestic or foreign currency in their bank accounts from other countries. Assuming, of course, that you have anything similar to XRP in place. If the Central Bank of the United States were to send money to the Central Bank of Japan, neither of them would be required to hold the digital currency of the other central bank. However, as the money moves, it would go through a distributed ledger, it would go through a blockchain, it would form that swap atomically instantly, and it would cost about a penny, if that is even possible. After that, the money would be converted into the currency that they are required to hold. We are going to go in that direction. And then there's Brian Brooks, who is unable to forget this delightful treat. In this context, he